It's recording.
That's who this is for. You see me every day. Get Grandma cooking.
Is it running now?
Yeah, I think so.
They said it moves slow.
Yeah.
Well, that's better now. I'm busy cooking. You're supposed to move slow.
I know.
And I'm the boss. Grandma's the cook and I eat it and tell her what to cook and we get along real good.
Get her
Of the four of you, yeah.
No.
Because I thought I got it to you a long time ago, and now I don't.
No, I haven't got a picture of it. Well, I didn't know if I should put that in. I don't know if anybody put one in or not so far.
No, but so far the only thing.
Well, have you got the
anybody else
picture?
is- Yep, I got that one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give her a silver dollar and a Kennedy dollar.
That's a good idea.
Kennedy half dollar.
Yep.
But I don't have her date, you know.
It's doing. He wrote her a letter.
He did?
Yeah.
I'm not good at writing letters unless you do it for me.
Well, you know, you could even, I mean, just to tell her how, you know, how it felt to have a new granddaughter and all that. Great-granddaughter, yeah. You know, I don't know.
Oh, we could write a letter with that.
Yeah, well, she don't have to take that with her, so we're going to have to do that.
Today?
Yeah, I'll take it with,
We gotta have it
if you wanna wait until Christmas too, I'll come
Well,
ready done at the holidays and.
I'm real good at that anyway. I've been a
Well then, okay, then we'll
movie
wait.
writer and all
Then we'll wait.
that.
Then we'll wait for Christmas. How's that?
Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah.
Don't
you
believe
wanna
everything I
rush
say though, you know.
I looked up my dollar, silver dollar, and
She's
I
got
knew
her
I had
picture
one.
up there too.
And
Yeah.
that's Megan there, yeah.
Isn't
And
it a
that's
cute
Douglas.
picture?
There's pictures up above there of her too, I think.
Yeah.
So you guys, that's a good idea, Grandma, silver dollar. I didn't think about that.
Well, I thought of it because I had silver. I don't know if I gave you one. He said, did I ever give you silver dollars?
I think so,
I
yeah.
think I
'Cause
gave
Grandpa
all
had
the
a lot of the.
Yeah, I think we gave all the grandchildren
Yeah.
silver dollars before.
And that must be. I've got one saved off, and I wasn't quite sure where I got it. But
Are you?
Oh, yeah, of course I am.
Are you right now?
Well, yeah, I don't know how good this is. I don't know what I'm
What are you
doing.
Well,
doing?
come on, take a walk in through here, and I'll show you what I've been cooking.
Oh, what
And here we got.
I think I just went too fast. I don't know what I'm doing with this thing. I'm gonna fall. I'm gonna fall on my head.
This is what I made the coffee.
He made coffee.
All right.
Coffee.
That's the important
Don't
part.
open that dish there, though.
And come down in here. You see my tree that I put up.
We put the tree up.
you decorate
Yeah,
it.
decorated. We were too tired last night. And,
Oh, that's a great
The
tree.
grandma was bad, so she doesn't get any ornaments on it. You don't put that.
Oh.
Look at Douglas.
See Douglas there?
That's our grandson. Our youngest one.
And
So big.
outside of that, you know, it's just a regular living room.
House. Nothing to
You don't have
it.
the
It'll look
stereo
better
over
next
here
week
anymore.
because we're going to finish that. We got tired and we had to quit.
I think you're natural. You should have been in.
Yeah, well, I am.
You are right now. Natural.
Well, I'll have to take the next plane tomorrow morning and get down there because I need the money. And take my wife with me too.
You got, Grandma, you want to try this once? You want to see? It's going. It's just recording. Just go ahead and look through and then there's a little button that goes forward and back.
That's a nice small one, though, I think.
Yeah.
It's going around. Can you see, or you got it up?
Yeah, it's on. Boy, that's heavy, though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
is it pretty heavy?
Yeah, that's heavy.
Goes. There we go.
Is that recording now?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh,
so
it's
going.
recording? Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just turned it on right after
Oh,
I
I
said that.
see.
So you
Well,
guys
it's,
are, you're stars now.
Okay, don't talk.
I'll see.
Yeah, we just got through enjoying a good dinner, and
That's for sure.
Grandma,
Enjoyed
we
our
gotta give her
visit.
all the credit. She fixed it for us, and
Yeah, I'm gonna show all the dirty dishes here.
Yeah.
See, see that pile?
Come on.
And look at, here's what we had. This was a chicken divine, right? Mom's recipe. It's not focusing so good on this though. I wonder how come. Maybe I'm too close. I was gonna ask you some history questions and have so I can have it on tape.
Now what do you do
we got
with poor grandparents?
we got a human dishwasher here. And that's me.
Yeah. I somehow have a feeling that's not true. His grandma's the dishwasher, right?
Are you recording now?
I just flicked it back on.
Yeah. Grandma.
See, the good thing about this too is you can edit it. So anything that's not like so great, I can just take it right out.
Oh, you can?
Oh yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, well, I could sing too, but
Please don't.
And I want to hear sing.
yeah, well, I gave that up because I couldn't make the money singing, so I just have to wash dishes around here. Or just leave that, Cindy.
Just leave everything.
Don't take my job away because
Oh, no.
I'll have to go on unemployment.
Yeah. On. Now do you see the red light?
See the red light.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Now it's on. See, now Grandpa was going to tell me that about when his mom was
Well,
16.
What I remember my mother telling me is that it was around I would say 1902, that she come into this country. She was not quite 16 years old. Came into New York, and my aunt got there a year before that. She was a little older than my mother, and they got a job there as maids in New York, and they worked there. Now, how they got into Bitumen, Pennsylvania, that my aunt got there first and got married. Then she brought my mother over there, and they were married in about 1905, and then there was, I was the third oldest one born there.
Do you have older, how's your family?
I had an older sister and an older brother. My brother was 2 years older than I, and my sister was, well, 4 years. And then there was about 11 of us. At the time, there was about 8 of us, I think, and then my dad worked in a coal mine there. And it was just a little town, about 150 families altogether total. And so then they went on strike and they closed the mine out, and we had to move out of there. Went to Dixonville, Pennsylvania for about 6 months. And my sister, before that, she went to Syracuse and worked there in a typewriter factory. And then
In a typewriter factory.
a typewriter,
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
they made typewriters. I don't know what brand they were, but so then my dad worked in Pennsylvania in this little town, Dixonville, and my aunt was in the meantime, they came to Detroit, and then she got in contact with my mother, and they told us to come out here, and my dad could get a job and so on, and we wound up in Detroit at about 1923.
The youngest. Well, there was
And
4 of us girls born.
From there on, it's history. Detroit got to meet here.
Just passed away
And
last September.
no, but that's about it. You know, that's that part of it. You know, that what I know. But as far as back to Czechoslovakia, where my parents were born, my mother was born in Czechoslovakia, but she was about 13 years old.
Just the 4th or 5th one.
They were living in Austria, and then it was taken under the German government, so they were under German government. And from there, she came into the United States. And my dad, he was born in Czechoslovakia, well, it's a town by the name of, well, I can't quite remember the name now. And and I don't even really know how many cousins I had there, you know, in Europe. I know I had quite a few, but how many, I never did know how many I got there.
What's all your brothers and sisters? What's the names?
My sisters?
Yeah, or who was all in your family, and were they all they were born in Bitumen, or did some of them
No,
born here?
there was about,
We were gonna leave and he was gonna
about
get it
4 or 5, no,
When he
about
was a
6
doctor,
of
he
us
was
was born in 7, somewhere around there in Bitumen, and the rest we were born in Detroit here. The rest of the family was born here.
So,
But about
we did this little
6
town.
or
we
7
lived in
of
Port
them,
Arthur.
I think, I don't know
Bad.
exactly, but somewhere around there.
Yeah,
The
right.
rest was born here.
Do you know?
And,
You know, see, we lived in, he
the
lived
town
in
was-
between Port Arthur.
It was just like a big family down there, you know, it was so
Port Arthur's right
small
up
that,
there,
you know,
just-
everybody
So they took
Everybody
him
knew
there
each
and
other,
he-
everybody
took him-
shared
I
their
just wanted
problems
to
with
visit
each
him.
other, you know,
From
and
there, they got sent him to
we
Bay
had one
City.
doctor down there, he
So
was
we
an old
came
doctor,
over
and
there and then we drove
he-
to Bay City with
at that time, you know, he
I don't drive the
he
expressway.
didn't do no surgery or
So
nothing
one
like
of her
that, he
sons
just give you
drove
some
our
pills
car.
for a
We went to
cold
Bay
or
City.
something, and if he couldn't
And
handle it, then
we
he'd
stayed
just send
3
you.
days there.
To Lock Haven, that was about 30 miles from
she
there,
said
there
that,
was a hospital.
They
And if it
told
was
her
something
right
for
away in Bay City that
major,
he's
then they
got
would
2
send you to
months
Philadelphia
time.
Hospital.
He only lived
But
1
the
then
people got
we
along
were
real
called-
good there,
we
and there
called
was
and she
never,
said,
you know,
well,
never arguments or
when we
nothing.
were
They-
there,
They were
taking
all,
kinds of tests,
they all,
and they said
most of them were
that they
Slovak,
running their chemo before
from
they
Czechoslovakia.
and
We
see
had
how
a,
it works.
we had
That's
a-
the only thing
we
they-
had one
So they gave him a
Belgian
shot of
family, we
chemo,
had about
and
2
they
or
sent
3
him home
Polish
the next day.
families, but
Well, he was home.
they just got to
They
be
rushed him back.
one of the families, you know, this, they,
But
you
he
know,
hemorrhaged it.
nationality didn't mean
So it
anything
was
down
very
there then.
rough, didn't he? 'Cause he
So
was
I,
in too much pain. They took him
I don't know too much more about that.
So
I'd
they
like to,
rushed
what I
back
would
home,
like to
right
have
down
known
there again.
about my
Funeral,
grandparents,
he stayed a couple
more
of days after the
way
funeral.
back
Yeah.
before,
We haven't been there since. Oh, yeah, we were there once.
before
after
my,
that.
my
Sure,
parents
she
and
went back after
what,
that.
where they were
No.
born and where now
She
that,
moved
but I
back
don't know anything
to
about that.
Maddox Because she had owned.
Oh, I-
she was
You were
in
born in
different
Bitumen then,
home.
right?
I was born in Whiteman, Pennsylvania. That, the
And,
town
she
isn't even
had
on the map no more.
2 boys and a girl.
There's nothing there,
My brother
there's
had
only
2
a
boys
church and,
by his first marriage.
and about 6
So,
families or so living
She
there,
owned
but,
property before she married my brother in
that,
Maddox, she
uh,
had 2 trailers.
yeah, we have a reunion every year in July. We have a reunion down there.
Each house in
It's
one of the
surprising we
trailers.
get
And she rented
a lot of
the other
the,
trailers, so
uh,
now she told the renter.
people
to
are
leave, and
still
she's
living, and some of them
trailer.
just
And his sons
next generation, the kids
I
are
know,
coming out to
the one
see,
who's in
you know, where their
California,
parents were
one
born
lives in
and
Texas.
where, I mean, where they worked and they settled and all
They
that.
don't, I don't know what they're gonna do.
So it's pretty interesting. We, last time we were up there about
They just,
4 years
it
ago,
was
about
enough
3 or 4 years ago. Well, there was about over 200 of us. So we had a, we get in the park there, a big area there, and we have a picnic and talk about, get acquainted with each other, you know,
Well,
like that.
she has till
It
March.
makes it interesting.
I don't know, she's.
So, and now we can't go anymore. I'd like to have gone yet, at least once more time, but
So she has
uh,
to keep the heat on and everything. or
no,
it will
I-
freeze.
I can't
So,
make
the
it.
last I heard, now, I just, she wrote.
How old were you when you left there?
Well, there is nothing.
I was,
there.
I was about
They
12
sold
years
all
old.
the farm. They only, see,
And
they
we
didn't
came
farm
here-
anymore. They had a neighbor.
we came here,
Yeah,
I
the
was
crop
13.
sharing. And,
Well, I wasn't quite 13. We
they
came
had-
in
they had
May,
two
and
horses,
I was
they had
13
horses,
on
so
July the
they had 2
29th.
horses, and they sold
And,
those. And they used to have
1923 that
little
was.
like heifers they
Let's
could beef.
see, I was born 1911,
They sold those at a sale.
23, that's
And
12.
The crop, the wheat crop, or the
Yeah, I was
neighbor
just
took that off,
12 years
and then
old,
she
you
got
know.
her share. I don't know how, whatever happened with that, how
But,
they divided that. And the land, the farm was supposed to be leased, the boys were supposed to get the farm. So they settled.
My mother
everything about that.
came here, when my mother and my aunt came here from Europe, they couldn't talk English,
That was the way it was
and
in
they
the will.
came here,
So that's the
and
way
they
she- my
never
brother
seen their
wanted it.
family
That's what
after
she's gonna keep. I don't know.
their
She
parents
was there
passed
today,
away
next
there,
it was
and
the-
they never seen
at
them
night
after
to
that
this
once they
trailer.
left, because when she
I
told me
guess
that
you
when
just
they were,
can't get, you
when
know,
they
she
left
was
her, they
only-
were on a
we were
boat,
married
and
20 years,
the boats were, I guess, they were, you know, they were in small
Yeah.
boats probably, and they just,
She's got a child and all.
she was sick on that boat for
Her
6
daughter lives
weeks.
about 10 miles away.
It took them to
Her
get to the
son's
United
one lives
States.
on one side of her.
So
well,
nobody
both
would
on
ever
one
think of
side.
going back
She
there
lives
in those days,
She moved.
you know, for a vacation or anything like that. And for another thing, they couldn't even afford it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, what are you guys talking about over here, huh? Your grandma's going.
About Port Austin and
We were talking about Port Austin as well.
Well, Grandma, where were you born at?
In Port
In
Austin.
Port Austin? How
Well,
long
out
did
on
you
the
live there?
farm, but near Port Austin,
Yeah.
yeah.
And how long did you live there?
All my life till I came here to Detroit.
Well, how did you two meet?
Here.
In
through my
Detroit?
girlfriend.
Through a girlfriend? Did you get set up, or how'd you
No,
meet?
her mother and dad had a
25th anniversary
25th wedding
party.
anniversary, and he come along the last thing at night from a bar or something.
No, it wasn't. No. You're spreading some false propaganda. No, we were to a dance, a friend of mine downtown,
Yeah,
and
see?
we were going home. It was about 1 o'clock in the morning, and I says, you know what, I know where there's a party. We could go in and we could get
No,
something to
his
eat
parents
there
were
and
His
and
sister.
have a couple of beers. And I walked in, and this blonde girl dancing with a guy. I says, oh my God, is this
That was
heaven?
me.
Am I in heaven? Is that an angel, or what is this? So I
That's
thought,
sweet.
I took it for granted that was her husband or something. But boy, I thought, hey, that's a nice girl. So we went down the basement. We were having a beer, and my brother-in-law came over, and he says, you wanna meet a nice girl? I says, well, it's not that blonde up there. He says, yeah. I says, you're kidding. I said, what's that guy dancing with her? He says, I don't know. But that's Joanne
Who was-
Voight.
Neighbor.
Your neighbor.
She said that Joanne Voight said that's the parents that had the party. She says, that's her girlfriend. I says, oh. And I said, oh my God. And so I said to her, Albie introduced, my brother-in-law introduced us. So then, I don't know, I says, you never go out with me, I thought, but I asked her, I said, would you mind if I took you home later? And she said, well, but we're not going home till we go to church at 5 in the morning. And then she says, and I says, well, that's okay, that's a good time. I never go to church, home to sleep anyway till 6 or 7. No, I didn't
So
say
we all
that,
went
but
to church.
so we had to wait until we went to, there was
5
a
o'clock.
bunch of girls.
Bunch of us were gonna go.
So we all
decided
went to
were gonna
church and
sleep
then-
till- go to the church and then come home and stay for the rest of the day home.
Oh, no.
So then I thought,
You,
well,
you stayed up all night long? Till
Yeah.
5 a.m. and you went to church at 5 a.m.?
Yeah.
And
Oh, my
then we went
goodness.
to
Well, they
bed.
were,
And he came with us.
well, she said, because I was going to ask her to take her home, and she says, well, we're going to church first, because then we don't want to get up. It was already about 2 in the morning or 3. We don't want to get up in the morning then and go to church. So I says, well, I'll go to church and I'll go any place. But she says, yeah, but that's the place, okay. So we all went to church. There was 5, 6 of us. I don't know who they were. And that's how we met. And then, yeah, we went. And she lived not far from where we lived. I didn't even. In fact, I was going with a girl down there, not just about 3 blocks from her place at one time. And then this
He had a
girl-
lot of girlfriends.
No, I didn't have
No.
a lot,
Did
but
you have
I did-
boyfriends,
I
Grandma?
did go out with some girls.
Not when we came here to Detroit. When we got to Detroit, we didn't have too many friends.
And how come you came to Detroit?
To work.
Yeah.
More
There was
money.
no work at home, up Port Austin.
Yeah, you had a farm in Port Austin. right?
Yeah, well, I worked in a little factory there in Port Austin. And then I took up beauty work up there a little bit, then I came here and just got my license and everything and started working in a beauty shop here.
And you
But
were,
my Gert was here already, she was married and Rose and I both stayed with her.
your
with them.
sister Gert.
Yeah, my
Okay.
other sister. We all lived together for a while and then my mother bought that house and it was upstairs and downstairs, so we lived upstairs and they lived downstairs.
Oh, no.
And then I met him, and we lived up there with him.
Well, you were 26 when you met Grandpa?
29.
29. Oh,
We
goodness.
met when I was 25, 26, but it was so hard then, we had a family there, and my dad wasn't working, and my brother and the brothers were all small kids. And I couldn't just see us give, you know, I had a job and I was only working about 3 days a week, sometimes 2. It was so tough in the 30s, you know. But then finally well then she was working and she was making good, really sharp then that we got married. But we went almost 2 years, no? But
Yeah, just
a year and a
about.
half, 2 years before we got married. But then after we got married, then the war started, you know, and I was
Working better.
working good, 5 days a week in a shop. I worked at Fisher Body. And then the war ended and they said we'd be off about 2-3 months. And I said, oh geez. So I went down and I said, look in the paper, I could get a job before somewhere. And he wanted bus drivers. So I went down and I told her, I said, I'm going down and see what they say about this bus driving. I went down and holy crap, they give you a physical tests and everything and get a license. The next day we went to school for 6
He was a bus
weeks.
driver.
And I was a bus driver. I come home, I said, I'm going to drive a bus. So I thought I'd try it. You know, I'd try it. And I did, and then I got 3 that they're from GM that I had to come back to work for us. And I didn't want to go back. I didn't like the shop. And I stayed on it and drove the bus for 29 years.
And he's retired how many?
20.
20?
Wow.
9 more years and he'll be work as much as he
Retired as
makes.
long as I drove.
Yeah, yeah.
Grandma, when
Yeah.
did you stop doing hairdressing and stuff? Pretty much
I
when
got
you moved.
married.
Well, but you did in the basement in East
Oh,
Detroit, didn't you?
Did the neighbors, yeah.
Yeah,
That
just
was
do
good.
extra income.
That was spending money.
Yeah.
She done pretty good. But then she got pregnant. She quit.
Well, I got pregnant.
I don't think she did that all by herself.
Yeah.
That was your fault. Yeah, she didn't work too long. Got married in October, and when did you quit? Like February or March?
Oh, no, I worked after Christmas.
I
I
don't
worked
think
till it
you
was-
worked too
No,
much.
I worked till about May of the following year.
At that time when we got married, I was making 85 cents an hour.
I made that, more than that in tips.
So you were the big breadwinner for a while then, huh?
Well,
Grandma.
Well,
I started to work
Yeah.
a little better then. I was
Did
working
you?
Yeah.
4 or 5 days, 5 days a week. But if I worked 5 days, I made like $45.
I never knew you worked for GM. I was,
Oh, I worked almost 16 years.
no kidding. Did
Oh,
you
I
get
worked-
did you get pension from them or anything?
No,
Or?
you know why?
Before.
Because they didn't have any pension. If they would have had any
Oh.
kind of pension, then I would. But see, that's another thing. When I went to the drive a bus, the city had a pension. 25 years pension, I could retire. GM factories didn't have anything then. They got that after about 4 or 5 years after I got on. Then they negotiated a pension for all the employees. You know, when new contracts come up. And I had, if they would have had any kind of pension, I would have got a pension from it, maybe about $200 a month. I don't get anything.
not from GM, but you get from the DSR. He gets.
Oh, I get a pension. Well, yeah, but I mean, I would have got both,
Yeah, I know.
but I never was lucky to get any money. In fact, my horoscope, you know, says not for me not to gamble because you're not lucky to gamble. Yeah, I did really.
Yeah, he never.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing
won.
you didn't gamble then.
You did win some money on the lotto.
Oh, twice in the
Twice.
20 years.
Well,
$25. But you know, I used to buy tickets from everybody. You know, anybody want to sell me a ticket, I'd buy it. What the heck? And I never won nothing. And we used to, when I worked, you know, we used to on a Friday we'd get our check, you know, and we'd line up and get our check from the cashier, and we'd play our check numbers, you know.
Like
And
poker?
yeah.
Poker, yeah. And I never won, you know, and that one day there was
Nobody did it at one place
2 or
I
3
worked.
guys behind me,
Well, you worked for the water.
and I got my check,
Water and light.
and the guy that was
Board of Water
collecting
and
the
Light,
money, and
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and I showed him, I said, look, I had 4 of a kind. I don't know what it was now, it's been so long, but I think either like, say four fours, you know, or 4 5s.
Did you work for Pepsi?
And I showed him, I said, hey, look here, he says, oh, Krisak, you're gonna win now, you only got 3 to beat. He said, I don't think they'll beat you. So we're waiting, and one of those guys come with 4 of a kind higher than mine. He had some,
This
I
is
couldn't
never-
believe it, I said, what luck, can't win for nothing. I just,
Well, see, you got lucky when you met Grandma. I guess maybe that was the end of it, right?
yeah, I'll admit that, she's a good girl, she was a beautiful girl.
I never knew she was blonde. I've only known you with white hair.
What?
I never knew Grandma was blonde. I've only known both of you with white hair.
I know,
Because,
she
you
had
know,
natural blonde hair, pretty hair.
Michelle's
She had a lot
Michelle's
more hair than she
boyfriend
got, a real
works
nice
for
and thick
Pepsi,
hair.
And
And pretty.
Karen's work.
Uh,
Karen's does too.
she was a good looking
Well,
girl, but,
boyfriend, yeah, yeah.
well, I was a movie actor, so you
Well,
know. Another joke. Anyway, yeah, she's a good
their
person,
neighbor,
I
you
tell
know,
you.
Lenore.
I'm glad I didn't get married before that.
They live in
I
Clarkston, you know.
know, you all
Yeah,
have,
oh yeah, you know.
everybody has
And,
somebody
their
they
neighbor,
call
they
and they
moved her
think
now,
a
but
little
there was
bit
about 3 doors
something
down.
about them,
He
nice,
had
something
to do
nice
with
about
Pepsi.
everybody, but
And when the boys came home,
But
from,
Mom
like,
is,
while he was in college,
Regina
he'd
is
always
really
give him
nice.
a job at sometimes.
And she
He'd give him extra work.
And the girls had the good mother. She took care of them just like, you
Yeah,
know,
that's what-
couldn't do any better for them than what she does. Good.
That's how they pick their permanent jobs, is from the people that were there part-time.
I guess, yeah, I
So
guess
if they
those
work
boys
good,
work,
then they'll keep them.
they work there, Steve
She's
and,
looking at us again.
yeah. I know
Yeah,
she's-
yeah. You guys keep chatting. I can hear you just buzzing over
So,
here.
yeah, I know, Steve and, see, they both went to school and they were working there part-time. And now, what's his name? Karen, what's Karen's husband, boyfriend's name?
Scott?
Scott.
Good.
Is it Karen?
He's been going to school and he's got a real good job there now. In fact, he works downtown now for Pepsi, something.
Well, they're a good place to work.
Yeah, and Steve is still going to school and he works I think in Clarkston, somewhere around there. And he's got a pretty good job too.
It's a good place to work for. Once you're in there, it's a good place to work. It's not very easy to get in.
But Wally always, well, this summer they weren't that busy, but he got some work anyhow from the.
That's good, because it's
But last summer, all he did was, all summer, he worked every day in Myers in, I don't know, Clarkston or where, someplace around there. And all he did was fill Pepsi for all day long.
Yeah.